Hey now, this is yet again another episode of Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. Yeah, let's do this, people. So a buddy of mine told me a joke tonight that made me think of English cooking, like Graham Kerr and all that, but not oh my gosh, Jeff. What were you doing? But anyways, it made me think of Julia Child. And he said, my buddy said, he goes, if Julia Child did pornography, would it be considered child pornography? Is that too much for you? That was interesting to me, and there's nothing good about that. But anywho's, we are gonna make some biscuits, some cheesy biscuits. Yeah, they're gonna be quite scrumptious if we do this right. But anywho's, in this big bowl, not like what I smoke, there's 2.5 cups of friggin' flour and dousing of salt and a spot of baking powder, and then you whisk it all and whisk it up. Woohoo! Whisk it up. Yes. All right. So anyway, you whisk that up, the dry ingredients. All right. And then I've got some cubed spot of butter. Pretty much a stick. Alright. Those English wraps, and we're gonna put this in a hot oven, 450 degrees. Alright. But anywho's, we've got our butter here. Alright, let's toss that in. Alright, now I usually like to use a butter cutter. But that's packed away, and I'm gonna find that in my next dirty kitchen when I move. But anywho's, put that in there, and you want cold butter. Anyways, we're gonna take our fingers, and friggin', we're gonna cut this in. You just basically squeeze it and cut it in, man. And get it all incorporated, all that butter, cold butter, incorporated and cut into this flour. This flour mixture. Alright. I don't know, I wish I had an overhead camera, or a camera person that could be over my head or whatever. But yeah, this is where a butter cutter is really groovy. All the jobs I had in manufacturing and stuff, when it comes to this stuff where I have to pinch and mix and everything by hand, oh my gosh, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. But this takes a little bit, it's a labor of love for a good biscuit. But anyways, I remember, I always loved my mom. We're gonna make some cheesy biscuits. I remember my mom would make these, and they were really groovy. And these are gonna be buttermilk cheesy biscuits. And after she passed, I got all her recipes, and I'm like, I want the cheesy biscuit recipe. And I look in there, and shit, I love you, Mom, I miss you, and they were really good, but she used Bite Quick, or whatever, depends on how you pronounce it, Anyways, that's all groovy and all, and it was good, but this is my recipe of cheesy biscuits. And I'm using a white cheddar, shredded cheddar, cheap. That's a weed cough. But if you want to make them all fancy so you can see the cheese, use that orange stuff. And it's not fake coloring or whatever. It's a process with certain cheeses, as far as I know. And a lot of people think it's food coloring. Well, some of it may be, and depending on where you're shopping or whatever. But like I said, this is a labor of love. You know, get this all mixed together. I'm obviously getting dust from this flour in my friggin' throat. Yeah. Oh, this is GLEAT. If you look up the definition of GLEAT, you'll be surprised what it is. Oh, it's GLEAT then. John Cleese. Very funny guy. I'd love to meet you. You know? Just saying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. I have a funny walk. But I'm not even going to say it. That's too dirty. Too dirty for this kitchen. I'm not going to say it. Alright, so we'll wait for that when I play in Bethesda. You know? I do my stand-up act in Bethesda. Yeah. Alright, so we got that all cut in pretty much. I don't know if you can see this. But if you can see, it's pretty much it's cut in there. You don't have the chunks of butter anymore. If so, they're really small. And you really want this cold, man. That's what they say. You know, kind of like a pie or whatever. Pie crust. You want to use everything chilled. Alright, so we've done that process. Oh, my jacket is done. Alright. So we've done that process. And we're going to move on to the next step, which is adding the cheese. I just got to rinse off my hands here. Yeah. Alright, turn the water up. There we go. Alright, get these rinsed off. And this is, oh, there goes the peas. This is pretty groovy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's get some cheese. And like I said, this is white shredded cheddar. If you want it all fancy so you can see that there's actually cheese in there instead of just tasting it, use the orange shit. You know? But, yeah. Alright. So we got some sharp cheddar shredded, and we're gonna add a couple good handfuls of this, which is probably about a cup each. So what's that, 8 ounces? I'm gonna add a little bit more, damn it. Alright. Yeah. Alright. And these won't be as fluffy as normal biscuits because of the moisture from the cheese and everything. You know, they'll be a pretty sturdy, dense biscuit. But yeah. And wait till you see what I'm gonna do with the biscuits later on in probably another episode. But this is just the cheesy biscuit episode. Yes. Alright, so we got the cheese in there. Alright. And, oh, wait a minute, was that the right place? No, that wasn't where I had it before. Oh my gosh, it's stuffed right in there. Alright, so, once again, we're going to use our fingers and mix this all together, mix it all together. Mix it all together. We got cheese and our cutted butter, flour mixture. Friggin', yeah. Mix that all together. Yeah, that's groovy. That's groovy right there, man. Alright. Alright. Alrighty then. Alright. Get these hands rinsed off. Now we're going to use buttermilk. Buttermilk. Yeah. Because we're making cheesy buttermilk biscuits, huh? By the founding member of Psychedelic Biscuit. Alright, so where's our buttermilk? It's way in the back. And friggin', yeah, it's probably outdated, but like Dad said, does buttermilk really go bad? I think it tastes gross by itself as it is. But I don't know if this is all for show purposes. Don't use out of date friggin'. Oh my gosh! Speaking of out of date, this cider is this pasteurized? It's pasteurized, but it's swelled up. That ain't groovy. That's 12.9. Well, it's not that far back. But see how swelled that up? That is. That cider is not good, but that'd probably make a good cake. You know, if I was gonna do a confection. Ooh, a confection. All right, so we're gonna take this. Do I even check the date on this? All right. We're gonna try a half a cup. I'm thinking 3/4 cup. All right, there we go. All right. And we can always add more flour if it's too wet. But I'm thinking about a cup or whatever, 3/4 cup. All right, let's mix this up. Somebody's bombing me right now. All right, let's mix this all up. You may need a little bit more than that 3/4 cup. I don't know. I can't remember my own recipe, man. You know, maybe that's why Biscuits is better. I don't know, as far as remembering stuff, because it's right on the box. But that shit's expensive compared to the price of flour and salt and baking powder and all that. Making your own waffles, Eggo ain't got shit on me, especially my Belgian waffles. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so this seems like it might be just right. Let's take that off. Take that off. Alright, now we're going to use our hands once again. Alright. Oh, this seems sort of perfect. There's still some dry stuff and we're going to mix it all together. Oh. Get this all worked together. We'll all work together when we're with the band. Or join together. What a novel idea. Let's all join together with the band. The Who, man. I wonder if Julia Child saw The Who. You know? In the imminent front of Pete Townsend. Alright, this is sort of a dry. It's sort of drier than. So you might want to go. I don't know. This is a pretty good dough though. Let's work it a little bit more. Oh, this is Glee. Let's work it all in there, man. Alrighty then. See what we got now, man. There we go. That's some grooviness. That smells delightful. Alright. So we got that going. And I'm going to take a break. Wash my hands off. Hold on. Because I can't touch the camera like this. Miss you, Mom. And Julia. Oh my gosh, she was awesome. Get hammered. Drink a little wine, do a little cooking. You have to have a big bottle, a magnum of wine to do any recipe. Even though it only uses a 1/4 cup. But the recipe to make it takes a magnum. Alright. So we got that. What? Oh, I pushed it down in there. Oh, I got flour all over me, man. Alright, remember, yeah, wash your fucking hands, man. Alright, so, yeah, I'll show you when I roll out the barrel. Roll out the barrel of fun in a little bit. Peace. Hey now, I'm back. Yeah, so we got our dough here that's rested a little bit. Kept it chilled outside while I puffed. And I'm gonna roll this puppy out. And I think you can still do, even though this is beveled or whatever, but if you don't have a rolling pin, I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing. Just you have to do it opposite, you know? And you can roll this shit out. But I want a pretty thick biscuit. A thick biscuit, yeah. Here, so, anywho's, let's roll this out. Yeah, there we go, that's perfect right there. So anywho's, the only biscuit cutter, but I think this might be a roll cutter, I don't know, or a small biscuit. Small biscuit. But anyways, the same glass I just used, if you don't have a biscuit cutter, friggin', yeah, baby. Pop that, look at that, look at that, it's like it's meant to be. Alright, put that in my pan. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Those are about 3/4 inch. I'd really like them thicker, but yeah. Now that it's floured and everything, it's working groovy. And we're putting this on an unbuttered or greased pan. Alright, so we got 4 so far. Yeah. Alright. That one's got a little bite out of it. Oh. Alright, we're gonna have to regroup here. And like Alton Brown, man, on the Food Network, friggin' yeah, I definitely have a bachelor's degree in culinary arts because I watched the Food Network for 4 years. Yeah. So yeah, take that, people. Alright, so anyways, Alton Brown said you'll never, the second batch that you do like this or whatever of cutting and everything will never be as groovy as the other ones. And I definitely agree. Alright, so yeah, let's put that right there. Alright, cut it. Alright. That was a little thin there. Yeah, he's totally right. Alright. And come on. You're making me look wrong on the last one, man. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yeah. That one's actually thicker than the rest. This one is really thin, man. I'm gonna fucking... I don't know. I really want them thicker than that because... I don't know. We'll see. Alright. We can definitely get another one. And then always the last is a dog biscuit. I'm going to do this by hand, man. Alright. Yeah, that's actually the size I wanted, man. I really should do all these again, man. But, alright, so anyways, the last one by hand. For the dogs. For the dogs, man. Yeah. Alright. So we end up with 8, but 1 for the dogs. Alright, so we're gonna put this into a hot oven, 450 degrees, for about 12 to 14 minutes, somewhere in that range. Yeah, until I'll show you. Alright, I'm gonna get flour on here. I'll be back. Hey now, look at this shit. Look at this. Oh, it looks really good. Good food. Yeah, So anyways, they're done, and it took longer, but you can see they're relatively brown on the bottom and everything. You know, they probably could have gone longer, but it'll dry them out. And yeah. So anyways, if you remember, there were 8 in the beginning. There's only 7, and I didn't give it to the dogs. But oh, it was scrumptious and delicious. But anyways, yeah, that's the cheesy biscuit recipe. And like I said, they're going to be kind of flat because of the cheese. They'll fluff up more with the recipe. If you do the same recipe and don't do the cheese, you know, they'll fluff up more. And cut them a little thicker than what I did. But depending on what your application for your recipe. But anyways, this will work groovy for my future recipe. You'll see. You'll see. Hunters beware. But anyways, this has been yet another episode of Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. Yeah! Alright, peace, people. Happy holidays if I don't do another one. Merry Christmas and all that jazz.